What I'm learning is that when the world says never again about the Holocaust, it doesn't mean it really. Iran is getting closer and closer to nuclear bombs. They say they're going to use them. Why in the world wouldn't we believe that they're going to use them? And we're doing nothing about it. Oh, we're doing sanctions. Well, sanctions are a joke. I've been going to Capitol Hill lobbying for sanctions at the request of Jewish and non-Jewish organizations for years. And now I'm going to a meeting with one of the leading pro-Israel groups in America. We're going to ask for more sanctions, but it is a joke. Everybody's got to know it's a joke. Sanctions are not going to deter Iran. In fact, there was a report in the Daily Alert today on September 7th, 2011, which said sanctions haven't done the job. They're not deterring Iran. Everybody's got to know it, and yet we just keep asking for them. You know what we need? We need more chutzpah. I mean, what is the reason why Jewish and Kufi, Jewish organizations and Kufi, are so afraid to talk about bombing Iran? There's not even a single Republican presidential candidate talking about it. Certainly not Obama, who's been obstructionist about the sanctions. In fact, Ron Paul, one of the Republican candidates, says, don't worry about Iran's bomb. And not a single congressman and senator are talking about bombing Iran. The only one who is John Bolton, and he announced last night on Fox News that he's not running for president, but he's disgusted by how little foreign policy talk exists among the Republican candidates and how a very serious problem is Iran. So what we need is chutzpah. Professor Alan Dershowitz of Harvard wrote a book several years ago, a terrific book called Chutzpah, where he basically says American Jews need more chutzpah, and he tells a joke about two Russian Jews about to be shot by a firing squad. And the head of the firing squad says to them, do you want any last requests? One says, yeah, I'd like a hood to cover my head, and the other one says, quiet, don't make any trouble. He says American Jews are afraid of something, and I bet you the main reason why we're afraid, both Kufi and AIPAC and other groups are afraid to talk about bombing Iran, even though it's clearly the only solution that will stop Iran, is because we're afraid of being tagged as the people that got us into another war. Well, sorry, there's no option. Iran's going to get those nuclear bombs. The WikiLeaks showed that Saudi Arabia begged America to stop Iran. It was just found out 2 days ago that Golda Meir, according to reports, had asked the Allies to bomb Auschwitz, which they didn't do, and what happened? 6 million Jews. We don't bomb Iran with our B-52s and destroy their 27 nuclear installations, we're talking about a lot more dead Jews and a lot more other people. Because not only are they going to send nuclear missiles all over the place, they're going to send dirty bombs through surrogate terrorists through the United States and Europe. They're going to unleash terror all over the place. They'll use their surrogates in Lebanon and Hamas to send the 60,000 missiles at Israel. It'll be a catastrophe. They may do that anyway in Hezbollah and Hamas and terror if we do bomb them. But if we don't, for sure we're looking at a catastrophe of unparalleled dimensions since the Holocaust. And so we've got to have more chutzpah. You know, the world was first mad at Begin when Israel attacked the nuclear reactor in Iraq, but a week later everybody was so grateful. Can you imagine if Israel had not destroyed that nuclear reactor in '81 and America had to deal with Hussein with a nuclear bomb? Or the world did not say boo when Israel destroyed the Syrian nuclear reactor they were building. The world will get over any attack that America makes, and only America can do it. I mean, Israel's got, they don't have B-52s, they've got these fighter jets that can maybe make one swing through Iraq to Iran if America gives them the green light. Of course, there were reports that Brzezinski recommended shooting down Israeli planes if they flew over Iraq on their way to bomb Iran. And so, I don't know what we're waiting for. Every day it's getting closer. These sanctions are a joke. And it's clear to me that the slogan, never again, is not serious. Because if it was serious, we would take action. We would do what Saudi Arabia asked us to do, and what is terrifying every Middle East country except Iran, which is take out Iran. You know, Jimmy Hoffa says we should take out the Tea Party people. Well, no, sorry. We don't murder Americans who disagree with us politically, although I happen to agree with them. But what we do is we take out people who threaten our peace and security. This is an obligatory war in Jewish tradition. When they're a rodef, a pursuer on your life, on the life of Israel and the life of the United States, you think the United States is safe? They're developing ballistic missiles which will reach New York in a couple of years. We've got to do this. We've got to do it now. It's the only answer. And shame on those people who don't understand, or who are burying their head in the sand thinking, oh, we can contain Iran. Yeah, how can you contain Iran? How you can do that? That's ridiculous. It's absurd. And yet that's the talk on Capitol Hill. And so I will dutifully go to my meeting, and I will dutifully go to Capitol Hill, and I will dutifully lobby to have more sanctions, even though I know in my heart it's a joke, it's a waste of time. The only solution are our B-52s, taking out their anti-aircraft artillery, then sending in our B-52s, and set to alerting all the civilians to get away and just bomb until we knock out those 27 installations that we know about. They maybe are a mile underground, but we have the technology to do a lot of damage, and we should. Bomb them back to the Stone Age if we need to in those areas, but to prevent them, at least delay them for a long time in developing nuclear weapons. Never again means never again.